When you think about Minecraft speedrunning, Superflat definitely doesn't come to mind, but that might be finally about to change.
My personal best after 2 years of running was a 16:59, and in a matter of a week, I beat that time in a super flat world.
In fact, this emerging category even has potential to be faster than vanilla random seed speedruns. Some truly record-breaking times could be very possible, and I'll explain how. But first of all, why has Superflat never had its own official category? Well, to beat Minecraft, you need to defeat the dragon in the end dimension, and default Superflat worlds don't usually generate with strongholds. But on June 24th, 2020, Mojang released 1.16.1, and with it came a glorious birthday present. In 1.16.1, it turned out there was a bug causing strongholds to generate in default Superflat worlds. It was pretty easy to miss because Eyes of Ender and the /locate command didn't work to find them. They were only findable by manually searching. And so even though you had to stumble upon them, the existence of the end portal meant that Superflat speedruns were now possible. Here and there I heard of some people trying it in my Discord, but very few attempts were ever made. That is, until recently. You see, 1.18.2 once again introduced strongholds to default Superflat worlds, which helped to stir interest in the topic once more. On March 18th, 2022, Illumina showcased his first ever attempt at the category, getting a time of 49 minutes, 24 seconds on his first attempt. But even Illumina didn't realize the true potential of this category. You see, people all over the Superflat community were noticing something very odd. Something with the potential to turn Superflat speedrunning from a niche category to one of the biggest categories in Minecraft speedrunning.
Let's go!
The strongholds are always in the same place. That's right, no matter the seed, every single stronghold on a Superflat world always generates at the same spots. I had to know why, so I decided to do some digging. I reached out to an expert Discord server who decompiled the game code to look into what was going on. It turns out that the strongholds were always being generated with the seed 0. Now, we had thought of this, but it didn't line up on the chunk-based stronghold finder. But what I hadn't realized was the exact placement of strongholds is determined by the biome. And since Chunk Finder looks at the normal biome generation for that seed, the website gave locations which were slightly off. So strongholds on Superflat always generate with the seed 0, regardless of what seed you pick. So what? Well, just last week, SweepJT posted the new world record for this category, taking a half hour off of Illumina's time. So I decided to ask the expert himself why predictable strongholds are so groundbreaking. Yo, what's up, dude?
Yo, how you going, Mog?
So, okay, why does a consistent stronghold matter?
So yeah, with current triangulation methods at the moment in like normal 1.16 RSG, people have started using calculators to try and pinpoint exactly where the stronghold is, but you still have to throw multiple eyes to do that, and that also provides the chance of them breaking. It could also mean like a lot of wasted time, even upwards of like a minute or so, which a minute is actually a long time to be doing something. Since we know where the stronghold is on every single seed of a Superflat world, there is no need to throw any eyes, and we can just blind out of the nether into the stronghold, which is just crazy to think about. You can build a portal and instantly be at the end, basically. To put in perspective, my personal best after 2 years of running vanilla 1.16 RSG was a 16:59, and in a matter of a week, I beat that time in a super flat world.
Didn't you even get almost get a sub 15? What was it?
Oh my, yes, that's a touchy subject. That was a rough run, not gonna lie. That would have been so nice to have, but we strive through. I'm gonna still be running runs, so.
So like in terms of like joy level, how does playing Superflat speedruns compare to like normal ones?
Okay, look, personally, I love it so much. I've found it the funnest thing ever, because I kind of stopped doing normal 1.16 RSG purely based on how RNG based it turned into. But like with Superflat speedrunning, it's more about quick thinking. I feel like it's a lot more like skill based. There's not as many RNG aspects, but you're always going to have a bit of RNG because it is Minecraft. The thing with Superflat worlds is if you get a good nether, you instantly know you're gonna have a good run. It's just insane thinking about the strategies that we can use to lower these times, to even potentially lower than the current 1.16 RSG world record.
I'm curious on your math for this.
Okay, yeah.
How are you building up like your math for it being potentially faster than what's the world record right now?
So the world record right now, I believe it's held by Cube. He's got a 9 minute and I think it's like 8 seconds.
Okay. So what's the breakdown for how Superflat gets sub 9 minutes?
Okay, so the way I see it, right? The absolute perfect seed, I would say, would allow you to enter the nether at about 1 minute 30, which is completely doable if you get a really good blacksmith. If you get that 10 obsidian, if you get like an iron pickaxe and enough iron to make a bucket or something like that. The nether's going to be the same as any normal 1.16 run, just because the nethers aren't flat, unfortunately. It's a bit of a bummer, not gonna lie, but you know, it's what it is. But the thing is, if you have like a really fast nether, the fastest nether that I've seen is like 3 minutes, and then you blind out into the overworld, into the stronghold, into that portal room, I would say you're at about 4 to 5 minutes, probably closer to 5. But then once you're in the end, you're just waiting for the dragon perch.
You could enter the end at 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's crazy to think about.
So that's potentially runs way lower than sub 9. That's like sub 7.
That could be sub 7. No, that is like the absolute perfect seed. But theoretically
Theoretically, it's possible.
it is possible. Yes.
Dude, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you for inviting me for an interview.
All right, thanks again.
All good. Have a good one, mate.
Later. Shouts out to Sweep for explaining all that and working with me on this video. Make sure to check out his channel in the description. But so, what can we expect from Superflat speedruns going forward? The first question is whether 1.18.2 will break off into its own category. Right now, people are only running 1.16.1 because that update has the fastest runs. But 1.18.2 does have potential. Superflat worlds also generate ruined portals in that version, which could make an early nether entry very consistent. But they only generate on worlds upgraded from 1.17. This is because 1.17 worlds generate at y equals 0, while new 1.18 worlds generate at y negative 64 due to the lowered height limit. This lowered height causes the portals not to spawn. So the only way it could really become a viable strategy would be if new worlds were allowed to be loaded into 1.17 first. Runners would immediately quit out, change version, and then start their timers when they spawn into the world in 1.18.2. The second big question is which strategy will win out, Hyperflat strat or Horse strat. Sweep developed these two strategies, but his world record uses the Hyperflat method. You reset for villages with blacksmiths that have enough obsidian and lava sources to make a portal. After a super fast nether entry, it's off to the nether fortress for blaze rods you'll need for the Eyes of Ender, and ender pearls from bastions. But you'll also want to grab obsidian from the bastions as well. This allows you to build a portal at the closest stronghold location using the nether cords for that stronghold. Once you pop out, you'll have a super fast entry into the end. For the horse strat, instead of resetting for blacksmiths, you look for villages with a horse and saddle in the blacksmith or tannery chest, which are actually not that uncommon. You ride the horse straight to the closest stronghold at negative 175, negative 1660, and use the lava there to make the nether portal. This gives you the ability to check how many eyes are filled in the portal ahead of time. You can also check the chests in the stronghold for pearls. This opens up the possibility for lightning fast times, but it's very reliant on luck with things like horse speed and the number of ender eyes in the portal. So which of these two strategies is gonna win? Will 1.18.2 become its own subcategory? And will Superflat become an official category of Minecraft speedruns? Only time will tell. Guys, go start grinding Superflat speedrunning, and let's make this an official category. Thanks for watching. And if you're interested in Superflat speedrunning, be sure to join my Discord. We have a dedicated channel where we share all sorts of info, including this insanely detailed strategy document put together by Sweep. Also, I'm getting kinda close to 50K, so if you liked the video, please subscribe.